Good evening. Did I say good evening? No. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world. Yes, DLG Reppin at this early hours of the morning. I don't think it's 6 yet. But anyway, uh, let's just start off with some football talk, which is why I'm here. And Arsenal. But I'll go with the Arsenal first to kick us off with. Yeah, today, this morning, I want to talk about Unai Emery, who recently come out and, well, not criticised, more or less slammed Arsenal players' attitude. And there were some Arsenal players, not all the young ones, but some young and some experienced players that gave Emery too much attitude. Alright, Unai Emery wasn't a saint. He wasn't the saint that he was going to turn out to be. We all knew that. However, some of the things that he did say were true. Attitude. And the way the players decided to down tools for him. Some of them were unprofessional, you know. But one thing he was right about was Mesut Ozil. He said it. He said it without even having to say it, that he was finished. And Ozil is on borrowed time, a spent force. You can only look at his performances and you think to yourself, I even think to myself, when is the last time he controlled the game, made a difference in big games, especially away from home? That's why Emery didn't play him during his reign as Arsenal manager. But again, you could accuse Emery of being better. But yeah, I suppose he wanted to let it out. After how long? He wanted to let out whatever was stuck on his chest. And you know what? Okay, I understand that. But he's come out with it how many months after he was sacked? It was around November time he was sacked. Make what you want to make out of that. But he said what he needed to say. Basically cussed Arsenal players for their attitude. Not all of them, but some of them. You know? There were number of individuals that had poor attitude. I think he mentioned not just Ozil, but Xhaka. Two players who shouldn't be in the management's plan. But I will come on to management in a minute. I mean, Xhaka, what he did, he should still be sold. I was there. He decided to walk off the pitch, and I booed him. He decided to walk off the pitch instead of jogging off the pitch when substituted against Palace at home. And I did boo him for the simple fact that he displayed a poor attitude, very unprofessional, and he showed us a lack of respect, as if to say he didn't care. And that's what Emery was getting at as well. I'm sure he's getting at that. You know? Alright. He benched Ozil. He done what maybe most great managers would have done. Put him aside and don't even put him in, even on the bench. But yet, our deluded fan base, well, I'm not going to use that word deluded, I'll take that back. Some of our deluded fan base started crying, ringing up Talk Sport, talking about why we haven't got no creativity, we need to play Ozil, put this and that aside, blah de blah, blah de blah. But yet, you play the guy, you give him the opportunity to shine. And He does not put enough work in. Does not put enough effort in. His passes are wayward. I mean, he's just not. He's not that guy. And you look at him. He's one of our senior players, and he's not even given 7 out of 10. Too many 4, 5, 6s out of 10. They're not good. Their marks are the reason why a manager wouldn't start him. And because of the likes of Ozil, a manager has lost his job. You know, and the best thing Emery could have done was just walk away. Just walk away, resign. But again, who knows? Maybe he was too proud. All right, the players. I mean, for mocking Emery's accent. Yes, for mocking Emery's accent. That is the disgrace. Why should you mock his accent? Why should his accent be mocked? You know, at the end of the day, he's the club football manager. You should respect his wishes. You know. All right, fair enough. His English wasn't too good. I didn't think his English was that bad. But you could have given him more respect. Give me a yawn. Give me more respect. You know, I'm trying to do something here, but you're disrespecting my philosophy. I mean, his methods on the pitch. It was just like the instructions weren't clear cut, but you could see what he tried to do, but it didn't work in the end for him. And we've gone on to Freddie Ljungberg, who he was just an interim manager, so whatever happened, yeah, it was always going to remain the same. But since Arteta has taken over, I appreciate our structure, our defensive structure, meaning that we're conceding less chances on goal. We're more difficult defensively to be breached against, and we're conceding less chances on goal. We're more organised at the back, but we're not scoring enough. And with Mikel Arteta, I mean, he's the one who says that he would be willing to give Mustafi, Xhaka, and apparently, I'm hearing Mkhitaryan could be given a chance. Seriously, these players are not good enough. They're not at the standard that we want to be at. Now, when you talk about raising the bar to title contenders, that's where we want to be. And these individuals are just not good enough at all. They're a shambles of what we want. Hence the reason why he must go out in the summer and bring in better talent. And I mean better talent. Because what we've got there is not enough. Mkhitaryan, Xhaka, Mustafi, they all stretch you 70 to 90 odd million quid in player sales. And in wages as well. So we can give it to new players who deserve and worthy of wearing the Arsenal shirt and representing the badge with pride. Them players. Other than that, we got Newcastle on Sunday, and I am quite expecting a win and a big performance to go with it. You know, I expect Arteta not to change the formation. I expect him to go strong, and I'm hoping Pablo Mari can make his debut. You know, it'd be nice to see him make his debut. You know, it's not going to work overnight. We're not expecting too much, but at least expect an honest performance from him. At least. As for other issues relating to Arsenal, I'm just hoping Arteta understands that from a fan point of view, we can still attract players, you know, even without Europe. And then, speaking of Europe, 4 days later after the Newcastle game at home, Olympiacos away, that's when it all comes back again, the Europa League, but this time the knockout stages, and it really gets serious from there on. We've got the experienced players there to get us into the final, to get us that one step closer. But, you know, let's see what happens, innit? And as for Emery, I mean, it sounds like bittersweet from his point of view. Going back to Unai Emery's statements. I mean, I can't find the statement right now because I'm recording on my phone, and I'm going to have to stop it if I'm going to have to go through the messages. And I don't really want to do that. However, if he feels the way he feels about certain players' attitude, I mean, yeah, he's entitled to his opinion. You know, fair enough. He's got everything off his chest. Fair enough. But he has to move on now. He's now the past. And Arteta is the future and the present right now. So we get that. You get Emery's a bit upset. He's still upset, and yeah, being sacked is not nice. I mean, yeah, some of us go to work, and I know in my previous job, working for, dare I say it, Hackney Council, working for that borough. And I know the biggest problem above management. I know management is not the best. And I know that above management ain't the best. Meaning the board of directors to the big boss himself. Well, I'm not going to mention his name. I already stated what I think of him. And that is my personal opinion. You don't have to agree. You don't have to disagree. But that is my personal opinion. And yeah, the boss's methods might not be good, but you just go to work and do your best that you can. And do the make the best of difficult situations. But I suppose that's what it's all about, playing the game. And in more ways than one, Arsenal play the game. And they play the game to the best of their ability. But yeah, Arteta needs to make a big decision on Lacazette. He's not scoring goals. He's not scored since the 5th of December. I mean, I can't say that I'm right at the top of my head, but that's what the comment section is there for you guys to leave your comment at the bottom of the screen. Leave your comments below, should I say down below. And yeah, hit the thumbs up, like button, and I know that you're listening and appreciate what I'm trying to say about the Arsenal. Not me personally and my previous employment with Hackney Council. That's another story. But I'm just giving you a brief example of what I went through. As to being an Arsenal supporter and a human being, I just want to see what's best for the club. And I am not scared to say it how it is. You know? If I've got something to say, I will say it to another fellow Arsenal fan and tell them to their faces in the nicest way possible. I ain't cussing your family, your relatives. I ain't shouting or swearing at you. I'm just trying to tell you as nice as possible how it is with Arsenal Football Club. And the way things are going with the board, are we ever going to get to those levels that we once were 16 years ago? Was it? Yeah, 16 years ago when we won the Premier League, undefeated. The Gold Premier League trophy. The Gold Premier League trophy that Liverpool could get if they go a whole league season unbeaten. They are on their way to winning the Premier League. The job's not done. Some will tell you one game at a time. Fair enough, it is one game at a time. But the job's got to be complete. And the season does not end in February. Now, I had some silly guy, telling me that I'm silly for saying that Liverpool are not winning the league, are not going to win the league. I said they're not going to win the league in February or January because the job's not done. Trophies get handed out in May. Yeah, they could win the league, but they've got to wait for the trophy to be gifted to them in May, meaning their parade, the trophy, the ceremony, should I call it, to present the trophy to the club captain Jordan Henderson. Yeah, I said it, Jordan Henderson. They've done well. They're the ones that have had a great season, and many congratulations to them for that, and many congratulations for them for being 22 points clear at this stage of the season. And one thing about Liverpool, I will say, they have a never die attitude. You know, if you look at their attitude compared to ours, we can't compare their attitude to ours. They've got on with it. They've been professional. When they've played poorly, they still find a way to win. Defensively, they're sound, well set up, well drilled, very disciplined, and they've got a top-class manager in Jurgen Klopp, who we were once after, but yet we settled for Wenger, the old regime, that is. And the old regime are the ones who decided to pay Mesut Ozil 350,000 a week, or should I say Gazidis, that fucking prick. Yes, you Gazidis, you're a cunt. You're the one who decided to give Ozil 350,000 a week. And I don't normally swear, but mentioning Gazidis' name has made me swear. It's made me insult him in the way that it is. It might be looked at as personal, but for me, he knows what he did. He knows he abused his position of power. He knows he violated his position of power. Yes, you prick. I don't know how you got the job at AC Milan, but they'll soon see you for what you really are. The man that you really are. And they'll get rid of you. Their fans will be on you like flies on shit. Yeah, you stay there, Gazidis, and you will not get a big job in world football once AC Milan deal with you. But other than that, we move on to the new regime. I mean, Raul, I have to criticise him for not considering the offer of David O'Leary coming on board. Josh Kroenke, you said to us fans we should be excited. Now, we're sitting in 10th. We're not guaranteed to do well in the Europa League as such. And the FA Cup, winning that or whatnot, it's just a consolation. And we've got to be excited. And we've got to be excited about what? How poor we've been. But then again, the players can take some blame for it. Yes. Alright. You were given the money, but you wasted... Alright, some will say you've wasted 72 million on Pepe. But yet you didn't get us a top-class centre-half. David Luiz, you got us David Luiz. And Emery has come out and stated that he wanted Wilfried Zaha instead of Pepe. He wanted Steven Nzonzi instead of Torreira. Now, that's what Emery's come out with. I mean, can someone care to enlighten me by leaving their comments below? And hit the thumbs up like button, because I know I'll get views. That's all good. I'm getting the views. That's all good. What will make my video stand out a lot more is by getting the likes. And the biggest one of all is the subscribers. Subscribe to this channel. Because I'm only speaking the truth. And I'm only talking about Arsenal issues relating to the truth. And nothing but the fucking truth. And that's the fucking bottom line. So please subscribe. Hit the thumbs up like button. And leave your comments below. good, bad, abusive. I understand if they're abusive. But good ones, I'll read out. And I'll try, if I can, get back to you. Yeah? So, to conclude this year, man, woman, youth, child, all of you around the world, have a great day, yeah? Peace and bless. I'm out of here.